thank you all for being here the last 2 days. It's been amazing. I'd love to acknowledge that we have been meeting on Gadigal land and that we have been sharing our stories of impact. And I would like to acknowledge the Gadigal leaders, past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that it's been a massive privilege for us to meet for the last 2 days and reflect on the very hard work of a number of amazing universities that have ENACTUS teams and the students' dedication to furthering all of the impact that they're making in their activities within ENACTUS. Okay, so this is where I ask you to please turn off your phones. And whilst you're playing with that phone, could you please take a snapshot of our alumni sign-up page? I'm just going to ask David Key to come down for a moment. You've just heard from our amazing alumni. David is an alumni from UNSW ENACTUS and sits on our ENACTUS board, and he heads up our alumni program. So he has an ask. They never stop pitching these guys.
Hello everyone, my name is David Key. Now, some of you might know me, some of you might not. So scan the QR code if you're a student that's about to graduate this year. There's a lot of ways to get involved. Now, big involvement, you can volunteer on the day and judge once you graduate. I think a little bit more involved is, share the ENACTUS spirit with your employer, let them know about what ENACTUS students are and what they're missing out on. And actually you might find that there are a bunch of other ENACTUS students already at your company too. Now, and then we're going to be organizing events and social events, so keep an eye out for those things. Scan this QR code so you can get to see what the opportunities are. We'll keep you updated. And if you're so inclined, donate that coffee each week or every month so that we can continue to build out the program with your help. So you got a lot out of that program. We want to continue to build out that program together with your help too. We're also building out a committee, and so shout out to all the folks that came up here, very involved in the community. I would love to extend the invitation to you. Now, if you're not graduating anytime soon, I'm working together with the University of New South Wales. Jason at the moment is building out a new role called Alumni Director. And so that role we're creating to work together with the alumni like myself and others to organize events and keep the community engaged after you graduate. But also that's really strategic for you because when you're building out projects, you want to make sure that you continue to get connected up with industry, and where else will you have such a strong relationship than other than the alumni, right? So continue to get involved, keep the alumni relationships warm so that when you do need to pitch a new project or get advice that you can reach back into the alumni network. So that's what that role is about, and you'll hear more about it from Selena. I'll send out some comms to your team president. Keen to see how this can work, and we'll experiment on that role together. So thanks everyone. Make sure that if you know someone that's about to leave ENACTUS, scan this QR code, share this link to them. It takes you to the ENACTUS Australia website. There's a tab called Alumni. That's where you can join. Thanks, team.
Thank you, David. Yes.
Shrimp shells into spices, fertilizer, and even personal protective equipment. They are raising the standard of living for people living in poverty while recycling a naturally occurring resource. Aimed at creating a plastic-free economy where sustainability does not compromise quality, EarthSuds prevents waste from ending up in oceans and employs people with developmental disabilities to manufacture innovative new products and reduce production of single-use plastics. Launched to address communication challenges between taxi drivers with hearing impairments and passengers, this social enterprise creates new opportunities for 300,000 hearing-impaired South Koreans through innovative new technology. Behind this innovation and these new businesses is ENACTUS, the largest experiential learning platform developing next-gen leaders with a head for business and a heart for the world. Every year, ENACTUS changes the lives of 72,000 next-gen leaders around the globe on over 1,800 campuses. They, in turn, are changing the world right now, and the positive impact shows. mindset and a hard-earned understanding of business principles to improve the world. ENACTUS trains, supports, and incentivizes students to ideate, implement, and measure the impact of businesses they create within the framework of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals for 2030.
Pretty much everything that I do in my career now, I learned how to do when I was a student running an ENACTUS team. This opportunity that you get in ENACTUS to build, to grow, to learn, that can change you.
We need a passion to work for the society.
We act for a world with equality for people and responsibility for the environment.
This program is a great opportunity to collaborate with ENACTUS from all over the world.
ENACTUS students invested 7.3 million hours into 3,800 businesses that impacted 1.3 million people and created 159 million in economic value. ENACTUS and its funding partners inspire and engage students to understand that business is a force for good.
Young talents are the key people of our future, and by using the innovative mindset of young people, we aspire to bring the best ideas to the Sustainable Development Goals to life. ENACTUS can help us to connect with students who share our values.
If you care about who will lead us next, about creating positive impact on the world's greatest challenges, about preparing the next generation to lead, invest with ENACTUS.
Every single pandemic has led to an innovation cycle. And we think that this is going to be a huge opportunity for the students of ENACTUS to start the next great company. Every time I leave an ENACTUS meeting, I'm like more hopeful about the next generation. I think continue that advocacy that you all have for that more positive world.
Learn more and co-create impact with us at enactus.org.
Okay, well, we're part of a big global community having impact, and I think all of our projects are equally interesting to the ones being executed in other countries. And who is our team that's going to represent us at the World Cup in Puerto Rico? We're going to find out in a minute, but first I want to thank all of our supporters. Chartered Accountants of Australia and New Zealand, thank you so much for the support that you provide our students at regional events, the facilities that they're able to have access to, the networks that they can tap into through your partners and your members. And also, Anthony, what a great panel you led today. There's stuff I didn't know about. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to CSIRO, who are constantly helping our teams stay at the forefront of innovation methods, provide excellent mentoring, and also ran a fantastic workshop yesterday on plastics, plastic technologies, approaches to different challenges, and it's fantastic that we're going to be able to match their knowledge and insights and technology to the challenge that our other partner, Coca-Cola, has brought to us. We thank Coke for their support of our students and the provision of some really gnarly challenges for us to get our teeth into over the next 12 months. Thank you, HSBC, for your guidance on our board and the resources that you provide to us. Thank you very much to the James N. Kirby Foundation. They have provided us with a very generous grant this year to help us build our education platform, which has been provided by Utopia. So thank you, Stephen, from Utopia. The combination of these two generous donations to our organisation means that we are building a student-led peer-to-peer education platform that provides 14 three-hour units that allows our students to micro-credential and to badge the skills that they're learning whilst at ENACTUS so they can promote themselves as potential employees in the future. But it also allows our partners to have access to some of the best global training in social impact measurement, design thinking, working with different communities at risk, trauma-informed design thinking, human-centred design, all the things that our students need to upskill on that they don't necessarily find in the immense range of programs that they do. And I think one of the things that I hear often from students is, I do degree X, we don't do any of that in our degree, that's why I'm at ENACTUS, because I can get that stuff through the programs that you offer. So thank you, both Kirby Foundation and Utopia. Thanks to Officeworks, they are absolute champs. They've let us do lots of printing and provided that So I hope a lot of you got to look at the fantastic posters from all the different projects that the teams have. We only see about 2 projects from each team at the Nationals, but they've all got, that's the tip of the iceberg, they've all got a lot more. So hopefully through the poster sessions, you're able to see some of the more earlier stage projects and the variety of challenges that our students are rising to. Thank you to Randstad for your support, your guidance on our board, and supporting our final league, which I'm about to announce the winner of. Who's ready for that? Okay. Thank you to Remarkable, again, providing us a fantastic challenge to look at tech to enable people with disabilities. We have a range of projects that stimulated and also match that challenge, and I'm really looking forward to presenting those to Pete in the next few weeks and his team, and looking at how we can work together to further some of those. Thank you to Unilever, again, helping us with a lot of the resourcing that we needed for our event here at University of Sydney. And let's have a look at our final round awards. Who's ready for them? You ready? Okay. So our first one, I told you a little bit about the mystery of the missing awards. We've got 4 more that have gone missing, but we're going to award them, and we will give you the actual physical award later. But our Best Practice Business Advisory Board, do we have a drum roll? It is University of New South Wales. Thanks, Gemma. Congratulations. Okay, Gemma, you might want to stay there. Okay. Sorry, Winona. It's a long week. We have our Most Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award. Now, our Business Advisory Board members are fantastic. They bring in external knowledge and connections for our students. But having a strong faculty advisor is just equally an amazing asset for a team. Faculty advisors help them to navigate the complexities and the politics of universities, which can be really discombobulating. I think Marianne's having a giggle over there. Eileen's nodding her head. I see all the other faculty advisors going, yes, 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 yes. ENACTUS is a great story, but it can get lost amongst all the stuff at university. So if you have a good faculty advisor, it is really helpful. And the faculty advisor, who we will hear about today, has, I know, taken on a really big role and has worked very steadily with their team over the last 18 months to ensure that they are cemented within the DNA of the university. So, drum roll, please. Our faculty advisor, most outstanding, 2022, is Marianne Williams from UNSW. Now, the reason I asked Winona to stay here is I love a double female leadership team, and I'd love to get a photo with the 2 of you, but... I'm a new CEO, and I had, whilst Judy Howard, our previous faculty advisor, was tiny physically, she had the biggest shoes that anyone had ever need to fill. And Judy has kindly, in perpetuity, made a gift that allows us to give the Judy Howard Award for Most Outstanding Student. Judy loves and loved our students. She loved the change that the ENACTUS program can make for them in their lives and the change that they can make for other people. And that, I love this picture of the students making love hearts. Yes, we all love ENACTUS. And our Most Outstanding Student Award goes to someone who is really good at building community, supports their team and other students around them. They lift consistently the organisation, their university, their team, and their individual students up. And I'm really proud to be giving this award today to, drumroll, I'd like to invite them to come down. Melina Skidmore from QUT. And that leaves us with one last of our special awards, and this is our Alumni Achievement Award. I'd like to ask David to stand up again. David was the first recipient of our Alumni Award, and I'd like him to hand we've lost the trophies. They will be coming. They were beautiful handmade recycled hardwood trophies. But David exemplified all the values that we would love to have in an alumni. He's outgoing, he supports the organisation, he advocates for us, and he embeds all the skills and knowledge that he's learned in ENACTUS in his actual career path. And he's going to be handing the baton over to this year's alumni, who's winning the Alumni Achievement Award. And drum roll. I'd like to invite Shirley Lee. It's been a big awards season for you. Shirley's just recently run, she works at 3M as an in-house lawyer, just recently won Young In-House Lawyer of the Year. She brings to her role at 3M, and you've probably heard a little bit on the panel, all of her human and people skills and her ability to collaborate across pillars and disciplines and silos. So congratulations, Shirley. Shirley is an alumni of Macquarie University, and she gives back beautifully to that team through mentoring. And I've heard from multiple students over the last 2 days how much value they find in interacting with Shirley. So thank you for your continued service to the organisation. Now we've got 6 awards to give away. Each one of these awards has $1,000 attached to it. Yeah. These awards look at 6 races that we feel are worth winning, and we ask the students to put forward projects that touched on each of these 4 global challenges. I would love to invite Ian Story up to present these for us. That's all right. I was locked out of the forum before I couldn't get in.
Your son made these,
My
right?
son and I made these, yes. So this has been, they're made locally with lots of love. Okay, so this is one race for oceans, and it's won by Macquarie University. Macquarie University have a single-use plastics project that they're working on to help behaviour change towards some of those plastic problems that we heard from about Anna Deer from Coke earlier. So congratulations to the Macquarie team. Thank you. Okay. Nope, I'll get all of them. This is why it's great to have a board that's really flexible. I've sprung this on Ian, and look, he's rising to the occasion. Thank you. We have a race for climate action, which is a global race, and it's being awarded to Edith Cowan University. Edith Cowan, despite all the strictures of COVID in Western Australia, managed to organise an amazing sustainability festival, partnering with Fremantle, the community in Fremantle, and they will be bringing that forward and scaling it. So congratulations on your project. Our next award is the Race to Rethink Plastic, and the winning university is University of Western Australia, Remedy Project. So this is also a sort of COVID-led project. Where does all that medical waste, dental waste, COVID protection equipment go? What can we do with those materials? This project is scratching the surface and hoping to dig deeper to solve that problem. So thank you very much. Congratulations. Okay, our next one is the Race to Feed the Planet. it's really interesting because when we undertook this award, I was thinking we really don't have problems or issues with food security in Australia, and then floods, bushfires, all sorts of things, and we're starting to see food shortages in different rather essential categories, and conflict in Ukraine creating grain shortages as well. So it's a really relevant and important topic to start addressing, and we have a team that is doing just that from the University of Newcastle. This is a very early stage project. It's called ANT. Some of you will have sat through a presentation on this yesterday, but it is a really worthy project, and I think it's one of those projects that once the model is set up could be sort of transferable across all of our community in all states. So congratulations, team. We have 2 more to go. Our next one is the Race to Empower and Include. And this one has been supported for us by Remarkable. So thank you again for being here and supporting us. Oh, look, we even colour matched the trophy for you. The winner is UTS with their Enable project. It's a fantastic project that helps new parents when they have a diagnosis of disability with a child to navigate the complexities of the ecosystem that can support their child. It's a wonderful project. Again, I think it's one that can be scalable to have greater impact across our country. Thank you. What happened?
I have no idea why that happened.
That's the ghost of Sydney University past. Okay, and our last award, which is our Race to be Respectful Allies for First Nations Voice. And the project that wins this is the University of Sunshine Coast Connect to Campus. I'm hoping that you can use the funds towards developing the prototype for your website. So these guys are producing local stories from their traditional landholders and making interactive media that allows people within their community to learn more about the history of their region. So thank you. So we're all looking forward to all of these projects coming back next year and winning, okay? Thank you. Are we there yet? Well, we've got to hear from our chair and president, Tim.
Hello, my name's Tim Hart and I'm the president of ENACTUS Australia. And it's my great regret I can't be with you this evening, but just want to extend my gratitude to a few people and organisations. Firstly, to the students, again, you've done a marvellous job, just incredible talent, and the projects you're undertaking are just outstanding. Just want to also thank the faculty advisors for all the support that they give the students. Without you, this thing wouldn't be possible. I also want to recognise the University of Sydney, who have provided some fantastic facilities for us here today. And again, that's just been incredible for our national championships. I want to specifically recognise also Anne, Dan and Sam Smith. Their contribution and also presence here today is really important to me. Mark Smith was a dear friend of me personally, but also ENACTUS, and it's just great to have the winning team win the Mark Smith Award. Also, these championships couldn't happen without our partners and sponsors, so thank you very much for coming along and being a part of that and for continuing to support us going forward. And finally, I just want to recognise the amazing effort made by Selena and Kylie. Their time, the effort, the passion they put into these championships and overall running ENACTUS is just incredible. And without them, just know this could happen. So again, have a great evening. I'm sorry I can't be with you. Just again, congratulations to everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, that is Tim. I know he rang me again this morning and he really wanted to make sure that we made Anne and Dan feel very, very comfortable here today. Mark Smith was the previous president and chair of ENACTUS for a very long time, a great advocate. For us, he was able to secure us funding to make us sustainable. He always had his eye out for us, and he worked tirelessly globally for the organisation and is a huge part of its global and local success. So thank you very much, Anne and Dan, for being here today. Now, I want to thank our lead coordinators. Both Jeremy and Danella have left because they've got to get back to Perth and Melbourne, respectively. It's always good to have people to wrangle everyone in and make sure that all the processes are done appropriately so that we comply to our global standards. I'd love to also thank all of our judges. We have judges from as far afield as Queensland, Western Australia, people that are alumni, people that are from our sponsors, from our community, from our donors. It is wonderful to have such a variety of judges to be able to give a diverse range of feedback to our teams. Who loves their green sheets? Yeah. So there's a whole lot of people going back with their green sheets to make sure they can apply that to make their projects better. I had to give a class on continuous improvement cycles. I like to use ENACTUS as an example of continuous improvement. Everything is being polished and improved constantly. Students, you amaze us, and you're why we're here. I think it's pretty amazing that without actually being face-to-face for 2 years, our students have managed to keep their projects and teams alive. So a big shout out to all of you. We're watching you grow from here. Thanks to our faculty advisors. So this was outlined earlier how hard it can be being a faculty advisor. It's a fantastic role to take on, but it's time-consuming, emotional. Sometimes you've got to make tough calls. You do a lot of mentoring. You do a lot of patching up of relationships. You do a lot of introductions and guidance. It's a roller coaster, but it is so worthwhile. When I was at uni for 25 years as a lecturer, my goal every semester with my classes was to have at least 2 experiential projects that my students turned up that I could look at and say, that can go forward, and I know that I will live in a better future with these guys graduating and taking on leadership roles. When I do stuff with ENACTUS, every single student does something that makes me want to live in the future that they're going to deliver. And I am not afraid of going old if you guys are going to rule the world. So thank you, students. And thank you, faculty advisors. Thank you, University of Sydney. We have had lots of support from the University of Sydney. Thank you to our faculty advisors from the University of Sydney, Simone and Andrew, who have navigated the institution for us and made sure that we've had all the resources that we need to host this event. The facilities have been fantastic. The suggestions that they've made for catering have been great. They've supported Kylie, Kylie does all of this on her own, and the university's been really helpful with that. Martin Tomic has made us introductions. We've had a great welcome to acknowledgement of country. We've heard from the Dean of the Business School and the Pro-Vice Chancellor. We cannot thank you enough. Now, they have set the bar high. Whoever wins today is hosting our next event. Will it be in Sydney or will it be in Melbourne? It's a 50-50 chance. Does anyone want to flip a coin? Okay, but this is where the team and the faculty advisors have to get negotiating. So thank you, University of Sydney, for setting such a high bar. Thank you to our event team. Abby, Emily, Tess and Tia have been running around. So if Abby, Emily and Tess could pop down. These fabulous young women are in Year 12 and Year 9. Yeah, isn't that incredible? Let's hope they'll be ENACTUS members one day. Give them a big round of applause because they've been carrying everything. Tia unfortunately had to leave, but we have delivered her flowers and they made her very happy. Kylie, as an incoming CEO into quite a complex organisation with local, regional and international responsibilities, I could not have asked for a better colleague, so thank you. You are so damned difficult to sneak a bunch of flowers in for. It's been the whole day's exercise. Kylie, please come up. Not only does she do amazing events, she makes awesome humans. This Abby is Kylie's daughter. So, oh, they're all teary. We're all teary and we're tired and emotional, but it's good. Okay. Kylie is gentle when I make mistakes. She prompts me at all the right moments, and she has octopus eyes everywhere. She knows everything that's going on, picks up every mistake, smooths every crease, and makes seamless events. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kylie. Okay, so this is where we ask Aaron up again. Firstly, we thank Aaron for being a stickler to the rules and making sure that we're doing all the right things. And we have a goodie bag here, and all of the goodies in this goodie bag are products that our students have made. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Now, we're going to call down all 4 university teams that were in our finals, because I need to give you some medals. But Aaron is just going to tell you that he has looked at our results. And what do you have to say?
I've got my one-liner, yes. I've looked at all the results, and I can confirm that they are true and accurate.
When I asked Aaron to do this, he says, but I'm shy and I don't like talking in front of people. I said, you've got very, very, very limited script. And I've stuck to that. Okay. So thank you for certifying our results. We have decided to award a Spirit of ENACTUS award for the main comp this year. We don't always do it. But there was one team that really struck us that has been consistently high quality and really demonstrated the values that we have at ENACTUS. And I would, again, this is one of the awards that we have misplaced. We will send it to you, I promise, but we still love you. It's QUT. Okay, everyone come down. Family photo. And I think this exemplifies, these guys are a well-oiled machine. They work in unison. They advocate for the resources they need at the university. They navigate its complexities. They find fantastic faculty advisors and industry advisors, and they have really consistently long-time delivered impact. Thank you for being an exemplar team, guys, and I'm really excited to see what the future's going to bring. Okay, we are now at the deep end. But I'm not announcing second place yet. I'd like all the 4 finalist teams to come down, please. Whoop. All 4 teams come down, please. All 4 teams. Sorry. Just the president. Just the presidents from each team. So I need, sorry, the mics Mike's awake. Okay, so we need the four finalist teams. Just here. Okay. So we have for UNSW, these are your semi-final medals.
Thank you.
Okay. For Macquarie University. Thank you. For Monash. Thank you. And for MILLON. Thank you very much. Oh, are we guys, you ready? 4 amazing teams, 2 cities. Where will we be going next year, guys? Someone was complaining about Sydney today. Why are we always in Sydney? We haven't had one for a couple of years. And we were in Sydney for a while because it was easy. But I reckon we could get travelling if we have to. So let's see if we have to. So, who is in second place today? Do we have a drum roll? Okay. The second place award will be given out by Jo from Randstad. She is one of our board members. Randstad is an excellent partner. Jo's going to come down and hand out the runner-up award for us to a wonderful student who has put a huge amount of passion in and led an excellent team. And they represent a really strong, high-performing, consistent team who I think can demonstrate and exemplify the values of ENACTUS and are incredibly good at organising and being sustainable. And I'm hoping they'll share some of that with our newer teams. So Jo, are you ready? Is everyone ready with the drum roll? University of New South Wales. Okay. You should be in the middle. You go in the middle.
Okay.
No. There we go. Oh, who was in the middle? I'll go.
We're waiting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so it was a 50-50 chance of heading to Melbourne next year or Sydney next year. Now it's a 75%. Oh, no, was it? No, my maths is bad. It's been a long time. You've got a 33% chance of staying in Sydney, and you've got a 66-something plus chance of going to Melbourne. Where will we go? And who gets to go to Puerto Rico? That's where our ENACTUS World Cup will be. It's the 20th World Cup. You know those big shoes I said I had to fill? Judy could string out an award ceremony for a day. I'm not that good, but I'm having a good crack at it. Okay, are you feeling suspenseful? Okay, well, just to calm you down a bit, let's just watch this video. Because this is where we're going. Now, that apparently is the national frog of Puerto Rico that makes that little clicky noise. It's like that big, it has a very loud voice. They've chosen it as the mascot for the event. Now, who'd like to go to Puerto Rico? We are all invited. Puerto Ricans love a party, and they've made it very, very clear that not just the winning teams are welcome in Puerto Rico. Everyone is. Alumni, judges, anyone that you want to bring with you, you can come to Puerto Rico. So we are hoping that anyone who wants to join us under the ENACTUS Australia banner is totally welcome to come. And please get in touch if you would like. We are organising some pretty reasonable packages. But you're really not that interested in that, are you? What you guys want to know is, please put it on social media, who wins, can you? This is our hashtag, we all win. Who is taking home the Mark Smith National Championship Award? Now, to present this trophy, and it's the first time we've named it the Mark Smith Award, I'm asking Dan Smith to come up to the stage. Dan is Mark's son, and Anne Smith, Mark's wife, is also here. We, as I said, would not be where we are today without Mark's input and support, and we just really love that Dan's being able to award this today. Now, Dan's from Melbourne. Where would you like us to go, Melbourne or Sydney?
I love Sydney.
Do you?
I'm
Well, we're about to find out.
I'm joking.
You're joking?
Thank you, everyone, as well. Quickly. Thank you. I'm inspired. Dad would be too. You guys are the future. If anyone wants to speak about a job at Salesforce, come speak to me after. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Dan, we need a sponsorship from Salesforce. Okay, drum roll, guys. This is the big one. Monash!
Oh my God!
It's all right. Well, wasn't that fantastic? Monash were only very recently in our early stage round, and they have grown their team, consolidated their projects, and creating so much impact. Thank you, Monash, for being totally awesome. We look forward to having a number of you join us in Puerto Rico. We will be in touch. Please, everyone, give them a round of applause.